Is it more fun beating the Sharks than other teams?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, we have a huge rivalry with them, and we know that they're going to be hard to play against every night. And so when we can get a win, it feels really good. And obviously, there's a lot of tempers flaring out there and stuff, and to be able to come on top, it's really huge for our team.
Next question goes to Ben Goat, Las Vegas Review Journal.
Hi, Chandler. This is 6 straight wins for you guys. Just how happy are you with your overall team game in all 3 zones right now?
Yeah, I mean, it's been good. You obviously want to take a lot of things away, and you also want to learn some things and work on things, and not get too ahead of ourselves here, and just take it a game at a time.
Next question goes to David Shane, Las Vegas Review Journal.
Hi, Alex. After the last game that you guys played, you had some very strong comments, obviously, afterward. Did you feel some pressure to back those comments up in this series?
Honestly, I don't know what comments you're talking about, but
regarding Evander Kane and watching his back.
Oh, earlier in the season, I mean, that was things were said, but honestly, it was so long ago, we weren't really worried about it. We were just going out there and trying to win the game no matter what. We came to do a job, and I think we did that job. You know what? We played physical. We played hard, and like I said, we got the job done. That's all that matters. Doesn't matter what was said.
Next question tonight goes to Danny Webster, NHL.com.
Hey, Alex, on that first goal, is that just a perfect example of when you're feeling it, you just let it fly and just hope that it goes in?
I just was able to get a little bit of time and space and just tried to rip the puck. I said before, he was playing a little bit off his post, so I thought that maybe high glove would work, and where it went, I got a little bit lucky. But yeah, I was just trying to rip the puck on that.
We'll go to Stormy Bonatoni, the Vegas Golden Knights.
Chandler, when we talked to Ryan McGill earlier today, he said that last night it felt like in the game there were a lot of distractions with the game within a game, all the penalties. Just how much more organized did tonight feel?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of momentum swings, and there's special teams going on, and it's with teams that have good power plays. You never want to give them too many chances because usually odds are against you. So that's something that we wanted to eliminate tonight.
We'll take 2 more here for Chandler and Alex. Next one goes to Brian Blessing, Vegas Hockey Hotline.
Chandler, can you talk about the importance of the first goal? You guys are kind of got the ice tilted, but they get the great chance. Fleury makes the save. You guys score in transition. I mean, obviously a key moment in the game.
Yeah, I think that, that was huge, and a little bit of momentum with Flower stopping that one. And, it was just a good heads up play by Stoney, and nice to obviously jump on the lead on the road. It's always nice to play ahead and not behind.
Last question for Chandler Stevenson. Alex Tuck goes to Alan Snell, LV Sports Biz.
Hey, Alex, in the last 2 weeks, you've really been on fire in the goal scoring category. What has changed in the last 2 weeks? You seem like things are really clicking offensively.
Honestly, probably a little bit of puck luck. I'm just trying to go out there and play my game, play hard, play fast, and try to have as much chemistry with my line mates. I've played with Stevie there for a bit and Stoney, and now I'm playing with Glass and Wazzy. And you know what? All of them have been playing well, and they've been giving me opportunities to score, and I've just been capitalizing on it.
Thanks, guys.
Do you, I guess, are these 2 wins just kind of 2 points in the bag for you, or I guess 4 points in the bag, or is it more fun to beat the Sharks than it is other teams?
I think it's just 4 points in the bag. I mean, obviously we used to have a pretty good rivalry. I think now it's not as powerful as it was the 2 first years. So, but I mean, it's always good to get a win. Obviously, we just came here and took care of business, and it's a good start to our road trip.
Go to Ben Goat, Las Vegas Review Journal.
Hey, Jonathan, this is 6 straight wins for you guys. Just how happy are you with your overall team play in all 3 zones right now?
Yeah, I mean, we've been doing pretty good. Honestly, we are at the beginning of the season, we got away with a couple wins there, but I think our game is pretty strong right now. We know we're all on the same page system wise. We know if we don't have success, we know what we've done to not have success, and we correct it. And honestly, our coaches keep us honest every day, and they always have clips to make us look better the next game. And overall, our game is pretty good, and we should all be pretty confident.
Next question tonight comes from Willie Ramirez with the Associated Press.
Marc-Andre, as you made your way through playing 10 straight games, we continue to ask you about rest and how you felt. And you just said you kind of take it game by game and you felt fine. Now that you've had a day off, been able to rest, play a prank on Stormy and kind of just relax, how did you feel tonight off of, did you feel it finally it was needed? Were you able to sort of feel the benefit of taking a game off?
I don't know. I love playing, obviously, right? And I just take it as it goes. Some days the legs feel better than other. I thought tonight I felt very with lots of energy, and my legs were good and felt pretty quick. But some nights, it's like anybody who goes to the office. Some days you don't feel as good, and you got to find a way to get the job done. And I try to pride myself on being consistent. Even if it's not the best day ever, or if it is, trying to still get the win.
Next question comes from David Shane, Las Vegas Review Journal.
Hi, Marc-Andre. I'm a little curious what you think of Jonathan's comments about the rivalry. You guys have played 15 times. You've beat them 11. You're 3-0 this year. I mean, it's kind of lopsided. Do you still consider them rivals? I mean, you're battling for first. They're toward the bottom.
I feel like in the playoff, they won one and we won one, right? So I think that's still, I don't know, to me, it's still in the back of my head when I play them, and I don't know, like you said, we're on the top of standing and they're at the bottom, and maybe because of that, the rivalry kind of, it's not as strong as it used to be, but it's still always, in my mind, always nice to win against them.
Final question here for Jonathan Marchessault and Marc-Andre Fleury comes from Brian Blessing, Vegas Hockey Hotline.
Marc-Andre, throughout your career, you've gone on many a hot stretch. Could you just talk about the run you're on now, the numbers you're putting up? You're obviously having a good time, but can you just compare this stretch to other stretches of your career when you're seeing the puck so well?
I don't know. I don't remember my other stretches, but this feels nice. It's fun to be able to play, and obviously I'm very fortunate to play, be on a great team, and the guys in front of me battle hard, and help me a lot around the net. And like we saw at the end of the game down the PK, guys were still diving around making saves for me. So that was fun to watch. I think. I've learned 2 times, right, that you can never get too high or too low in the season. You're going to have some good times, going to have some bad times. And it's important to stay even keel, keep working, and try to be as consistent as you can throughout the season.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Hey, Pete, we've asked a couple of players kind of how they view the Sharks Golden Knights rivalry. Some have said, it's an intense rivalry. Some said it's kind of faded a little bit. Having been maybe the only person on both sides of it, I'm kind of curious your thoughts on that.
Yeah, I think both teams get emotionally charged up for the game. I think the characters on both teams ramp that up. Obviously Kane for them, and for us, Reeves and our group. So I think when you have people like that on each team and the history that they have, I think regardless of where the season standings are, the games get emotional at ice level, and those verbal wars usually drag guys into battles, and that usually carries into the play. So I think it's still there.
Next question for Pete tonight comes from Ben Goetz, Las Vegas Review Journal.
Hey, Ben.
Hi, Pete. Straight wins for you guys. Just how happy are you with the overall team play that you're seeing in all 3 zones right now?
I really liked our game tonight. I thought last game, we obviously took too many penalties. The special teams really took us out of our flow. I think it was an emphasis tonight to try and play 5-on-5, stay out of the box. And we did that right till the end of the game. And when we can do that, our depth, I think, really shines and we can get into a real good rhythm. And I thought we did that 5-on-5 tonight.
We'll go to David Shane, Las Vegas Review Journal.
David.
Hi, Coach. I'll just get the Mark Stone issue out of the way. Do you have an update on him?
I don't, but I would call it precautionary more than an injury. We talked at the end of the second period about him potentially coming back. I think with the score and with what we've got ahead this week, we made the decision not to push it. So, I don't have a concrete answer for you there, but that probably gives you an idea of the level of concern, which, I would call small right now.
Time for a couple more here tonight. Next question comes from Brian Blessing, Vegas Hockey Hotline.
Hey, Brian.
Hello, Pete. Just to follow up on the injury front real quick, Pietrangelo looked like he took a shot off the wrist or hand at the end of the game. If there's anything there of note. And then the other thing would be, you've been with some, a terrific team with the Devils and many good teams with the Sharks. It's early. There's a long way to go, but this team finds different ways to win, the consistency nature of it. Can you compare what this group is to some of the really good teams you've had in the past?
Pietrangelo, I don't have an update. He did take a shot, so he'll get that looked at. Get fingers crossed that it's nothing serious. I think every team writes its own story, and I think there's obviously years that that story has the potential to be great, and there's other teams you coach that no matter what you do, even if you max things out, you're not going to have a chance to really win it all. So I think we're obviously one of those teams. We have the talent and the ability to potentially go on a deep run here, but that story's yet to be written. I like the path we're on. I like the improvements we're making day to day and week to week, but we've got a lot of work left to do.
Next question comes from Stormy Bonazzoni, Vegas Golden Knights.
Stormy.
I know I've heard you talk about Riley Smith and just the way he's a guy that does the right things even when he's not on the score sheet. How nice is it to see a guy like him get rewarded a couple games in a row?
Everybody was really happy for him. He works so hard and he's so honest, and he's had so many good chances, and he was just in one of those slumps where he just couldn't find one. But we just kept talking about sticking with it. He's a veteran guy. He didn't overreact, and now, I think he's off to the races now. I'm sure the floodgates will open.
Final question tonight. We'll go to David Shane, Las Vegas Review Journal.
Hey, David.
Hi, Pete. There were a lot of moments, I guess, in this series where, it was kind of a come together sort of time. A lot of maybe some chemistry where you guys had to sort of fight for each other. There was a lot of noise after some block shots tonight from the bench, things like that. Was this series just an example of how close this group is and maybe what chemistry can do for a team as well?
Yeah. Well, I think on this trip, we've had some moments. I think when we got kicked out of our hotel, we had a real team bonding moment, getting our stuff packed and finding a new place to go to, I think during the game, there's always moments, but this is a close group. A lot of these core guys have been here obviously longer than I have. And, they've been on some deep runs and they've had some disappointments. And, I think, their closeness, I think you see on the bench during the games, but particularly when you're around them every day, you see that they enjoy being around each other.
Thanks, Pete. That'll conclude tonight's media availability. Full recordings will be sent out shortly. Thanks, everyone.